I was the kid who always said, I want to be a professional soccer player. He just would be like, yeah, but you need a plan B. And as a kid, you're just, no, there's only plan A.
Get in there. Oh, yes, baby! Oh, baby! Eduard Löwen!
My name is Eduard Löwen, midfielder playing for St. Louis City SC. I was born in a city called Oberstein. My parents came from Russia to Germany in 1995. I always grew up in a small village. I think a couple thousand people, maybe more cows than people in the village. But yeah, I had a great childhood. I think every child who plays soccer or whatever sports, you rarely find kids who are just playing the sports just to have fun. As a kid, you are dreaming, you are watching in the TV, and you want to be there. You want to be a professional athlete one day as well. So it kind of grew on me very early. To the point where teachers were always laughing when a kid says, I want to be an astronaut, or I was the kid who always said, I want to be a professional soccer player. He just would be like, yeah, but you need a plan B. And as a kid, you're just, no, there's only plan A. But obviously you're naive. You don't know how much goes into it, how many sacrifices, and that talent alone isn't enough. Nobody really introduced me. I just picked up a soccer ball and I just loved playing around. My parents were kind of confused about that. So I remember when I was 4 or 5, I wanted to play so bad in a club. My aunt just took me to a game and asked the coach if I can join and play. And it turned out great in the first game. Scored 4 goals, played 4-4. And that's where it all started. One of the most special times that I had in Germany was at Nuremberg at my first professional club. We got promoted to the first league. Amazing club, amazing fans. So I really loved it there, but I knew I had to make the next step. And at that time it was the move to Hertha Berlin. And then after that I'm hopefully going to take the next step. Then it completely didn't turn out the way they were hoping, I was hoping for, which made it even harder and even more complicated. But it also grew me because constantly you were in a new environment. You have to get to know new people. You're just maturing in that, So it was also good for me, although it was hard for me and my wife. I always loved the States. I even said to my wife many times, I said in the end of my career, I would really love to go to the MLS, live in the United States, But I didn't expect at the age of 25 to make that move. I love the American culture, and I would say I fit in pretty well. A lot of teammates and I are always joking that I'm American for quite a while now. So I'm aiming for citizenship, hopefully one day. I just love it here. People are so friendly, so open. They value a lot of things that I value as well. That's why it's really hard for me to imagine leaving the States and going somewhere else because of what I have here. When I heard about St. Louis opening a new club, starting a new franchise, and it just grew on me, and I was like, this is really special. Yeah, we told our families. It was obviously for them, it was a shock because for the first time somebody in the family moves out so far away. We were very excited, but honestly in that moment we had no idea that it would be even much better than we expected. You didn't know what to expect. I mean, the atmosphere was amazing. It was so unique. We scored that first goal. I think I scored the second goal. It was so special. And I remember scoring the penalty, running to the sideline and saw my wife in the sidelines. It was a very special moment. You come to a different country, so far away from your own family. You basically don't know anybody. I just remember like the fans, how excited they were when they recognized you. The season hasn't even started, and constantly you are just being met by people in the community that are so friendly, so nice, so welcoming. And that was where I was like, man, this is amazing. And that's what I mean, like simple stuff like going to a grocery store, to a coffee shop. People are just so welcoming and so friendly. It does a lot with you, how comfortable you feel here. We could tell very quickly that we're gonna love it here, but honestly, not even close to how it is now. The church, a church that you feel really that you fit in, and we made so many friendships, really good and close friendships. But like even now for me during the off season, we stayed all the time here in St. Louis. So obviously I would like to see my family, travel and do this and that, but it didn't really bother me because St. Louis became home for us. Just a special relationship with the fans, how they've treated me and my family during that time. It's just something like that I've never ever seen before. The community was, I mean, how they, as I said, like how they supported us during that time is something that I didn't expect. You could say like kind of out of nowhere, like my wife has had like serious health issues, and it got worse and worse, and then she ended up having a surgery, and yeah, the truth is now that my wife has cancer. I never meant to like seek the attention or something like that, but how not only the fans, all the people within the club, my teammates, and how they treated me, how they supported me and my wife. I mean, so many letters, people sending flowers, people making meals for us, and yeah, and then in the stadium when I was injured, when I came back, I mean, that moment, I had goosebumps all over my body. I was like, this is crazy. And when you experience something like that, and then coming back to my wife's diagnosis, you put all those other things into perspective, because you know how short your life is, you know how short things can be, and that all of these things on this earth are fading. And for me, it is the most difficult time in my life, because God is literally stripping away so many things from me that I love, and so many things are on the line. But at the same time, that's where I grew the most as a human being, and I'm still thankful, because in another sense, without the suffering, I wouldn't have experienced all those things I have experienced. For example, the love of this community. Let's say in the first season, where I didn't know anything of that would happen, I would sit there and I will tell you, Jesus is my treasure. I can have so much joy in him while I'm in the most successful time of my life, while I'm getting all the things that I want. I have this amazing marriage, I have success in my career, I have this amazing community, this amazing club. And you would sit there and would say, yeah man, that's awesome. But now I'm sitting here, and as I said, God's stripping away everything from me that I love, and so many things are on the line, not knowing what will happen to my wife. And I'm sitting here, and with confidence I tell you, Jesus is my greatest treasure, because he is enough. These things are not wrong at all. They are good things that he provides in his grace, and I receive that. But at the same time, I'm like, but he is enough. If he doesn't give me those things, even if he doesn't heal my wife, I can't imagine the pain that I will go through. I don't even want to think about it. But at the same time, I know he will be there to pick me up, and I know that he is enough. And that's why I can still remain joyful. That's why I would also say how much I appreciate this community and all those fans that are so loyal, sticking with us, during those hard times. And then hopefully we can have a successful season again, or seasons, where we can celebrate together again. The coach has really clear ideas, really structured, how he wants to play, what he wants to implement, how he wants us to change our behaviors on the pitch. He values really important things: hardworking, honesty, integrity, growing together as a team, and then obviously the soccer part with all the ideas that he wants to bring in. And I kind of can sense already how the season has started, how we all have come together closer again. And yeah, I'm just very, very hopeful, and I'm also hoping for our fans that they are really excited for this new season. Although we've been struggling lately, I'm hoping for them that they are not giving up on us, and we need them. We need them so much, and I just hope that we can have a really special season again together, like we did in the first year. So I'm really looking forward to that.